What's up, everybody? You are joining us for another episode of I Was Just Thinking. We are your hosts, John and James and John. Thank you for joining us, and if you feel like it, please give a like and subscribe to us, because we need y'all's support, please. So how's it going, man? What's been up?
Doing some little renos on the house. Renovation. Redoing the office. Sucks.
That's always, that always sucks. I hate doing that shit, but it's worth it afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking better already. We painted the walls, painted the trim. We had carpet in there. Got that ripped out. And now today or tomorrow, we're laying down. We're just gonna do like a vinyl.
Right,
I mean, it's like our office area, so I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Right on.
Try to just get something that looks good that doesn't cost a fortune nowadays.
Shit, everything costs a fortune. I mean, what's even like pay-per-view shows like $50?
Yeah,
a hit.
That shit used to be like $20.
That's why I'm excited for the Netflix, the Mike Tyson fight with that YouTuber.
Jake Paul.
Yes, dude, that is going to be huge for Netflix. I predict they will increase their prices before or after the fight, because that's going to be huge. A huge fight on Netflix. That is a game changer.
I mean, because it's going to be free, didn't I hear?
Well, with the subscription.
The subscription, yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
That is going to be a game changer, dudes.
I think outside of Floyd Mayweather and what's the dude's name? The Filipino guy.
Pacquiao. Yeah.
Outside of that fight, I think what's his name? Merriweather. I think it was like something like they made like $100 million off that fight. I think that's going to be one of them, because how long has it been since Tyson's fought?
Shit, it's been decades.
Yeah.
I don't know. So he's been retired for so long. I love Mike Tyson, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the only person I know is just like, you know what, I'm 50. I'm going to start smoking weed and doing these recreational mushrooms, Joe. It's like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's
stoned all the time on his podcast. He's still like pretty coherent. He can carry on his podcast. He'll be carrying a conversation, but he'll high as fuck.
I mean, he's got some. I've seen some videos of him. I think he was on. Sugar Ray Leonard, but I forget to get the guy's name. But he had like a podcast. He was on there talking like some talking like inspirational stuff. Yeah, I mean, he's got some pretty deep quotes.
Mike Tyson is the shit. I think he's gonna win, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this guy, Logan Paul, he's super famous, you guys. Should we hashtag him? Should we hashtag that motherfucker for this?
Hashtag Logan Paul.
Oh, dude. He's started, like, working out, started fighting. He actually, kind of started to prove himself. I
heard he was actually a pretty good boxer. I mean, he's had some skill. But he's been known for like fighting like older dudes.
I still think Tyson's gonna win, but I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be huge, dude.
I mean, yeah, I think Tyson's gonna come out with something absolutely to prove. I think he's gonna.
Yes.
Have you seen the reels where he goes like double hand like that? I mean, he's so quick.
No, I saw a video of his trainer taking some punches, and
he's like, day 4, you still want to fuck with me? I was like, no.
Dude, I wonder how much they're getting paid. Like, you think Mike Tyson's getting paid $100 million by Netflix?
I'm sure there is some sort of an adjuster that has a figure in mind. I don't know how much it's going to be. I would imagine it's going to be a lot, because I bet a lot of people are tuning in.
Yes, that's going to be awesome. Do you think Mike Tyson is getting paid more than Logan Paul? You know, like legacy guy, veteran boxer.
I don't know. He may, but I mean, I don't think it'd be too much more. I mean, I think it's just going to be a lot for both of them. But
do you know when the fight is? Isn't it like in June?
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
Okay.
May or June. Yeah.
That's gonna wreck the internet.
Coming live.
Awesome.
Live from the Jake Logan Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yes, that's gonna be epic.
You ever think? I mean, I was imagining that this was sort of his like childhood dream. Like, I guess anybody who come up with boxing and say, "Oh, I'd love to challenge Mike Tyson."
Oh,
I wonder if it's something like he's thought of like a long time and said, and that's the reason he's doing it. I mean, or is he like? I mean,
he's already got the money from YouTube, and so like he can fulfill his childhood dream of becoming a boxer. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, that's what if I got rich, that's what I would do. I would start fulfilling my lifelong dream since I got the money to fund it.
And to go out there. Well, somebody I worked with said that he thinks that it's all like show is already scripted, and they're probably gonna pay like Tyson to take a fall. So maybe like 75. I mean, but he thinks a lot of sports and stuff like that is already staged.
That might be true.
But I think outside of like the NFL, I guess one bad actor could spoil the game if they were in the limelight. But I think it'd be easier to take a fall in boxing because you can. I mean, if they both know about it, I mean, he could just loosen up a little bit and just.
Yeah, he was just like, I got tired.
Yeah,
I'm old. Yeah, maybe it is scripted, and they're like, the highest bidder gets the win or some shit. I don't know. But some people even say football's scripted.
Yeah,
it technically can be scripted. It's an entertainment industry. But man, I hope Tyson wins that shit.
I have a feeling with him. I don't think he's lost anything.
Nah, me neither. But that's just so awesome. Get Mike Tyson to fight him and then put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
That is the beginning of a new era. Seriously. I see it coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like I saw this damn meme. It was like, you know what? Now that I've got 3 or 4 different subscriptions, it's almost like I wish I had a service that would put them all in one. It was like, oh yeah, that's called cable.
Yeah. Man, I prefer streaming now. Like, just like I used to prefer CDs, now I prefer Bluetooth streaming, and it's the same way now. Like, I'm getting with the times. It's just easier to stream now, and there's a lot of good stuff on streaming services. I remember Netflix back in the day. They released a show called Lilyhammer.
Heard of it, didn't see it.
Great show. It's about this mobster who he's played by a famous actor who's on Sopranos, all that. It's about this mobster who's forced to rat out some people, so he goes in hiding up in Sweden or Norway. Norway, I think.
Yeah.
So he goes to Norway and he starts hustling there and doing stuff, and it's funny. It's a great show. That was their first show, and it was like, damn, this is fucking good.
Yeah.
A month later, House of Cards comes out.
I do remember that. Didn't watch it, but it had
first 3 seasons were great with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Once the Kevin Spacey accusations came out, they just canceled that shit very quickly and just like, we can write him off, no problem. I didn't bother watching the final season for that very reason.
I mean,
but first season, seeing that on Netflix, like, damn, Netflix has got their shit together.
Yeah.
But then they start spitting out like all these other shows, like Hemlock Grove, all these shitty shows. Like, most of them are garbage, but some of them are great. Of course, Stranger Things, Ozark.
Oh,
I gotta watch those, man. You're not gonna see those on cable or anywhere. So
yeah, Ozark.
you're gonna have to stream some stuff.
Yeah. Well, it took me forever to finally break down and get Netflix. But I've seen Ozark. But you know what's funny is I remember when Netflix first started, you would order like this catalog and they would mail you the movie.
They would mail you
in a
the
packet.
DVD.
Mail
Listen
you the
carefully.
Yeah, they would mail you the DVD, and then you watch it and just return it whenever.
Yes.
That was the policy. Just return it. And I was like, you know what? This company's never going to make it. It's so stupid because nobody's going to return the shit.
Don't we sound old? It's like, back in my day, Netflix came in the mail. Dude, I remember...
I'm going back to
hearing about that
Blockbuster
and thinking, yeah, that's stupid. I'm going to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Blockbuster thought it was stupid, too. They had the opportunity to buy it for like $5 million back in the day, or a very cheap price, because it was just getting started. But they weren't feeling it either. They're just like, nah, we'll pass on that. Thanks, though.
No.
Now Blockbuster is gone. But I still kind of love their route to Blockbuster.
Man, yeah. Back in oh, good Lord. Back in when I was doing recruiting for the Army, this dude I knew, every like Tuesday they would put out the new releases.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So we'd break out and say, man, right after lunch I'm gonna go over to Blockbuster. He'd get all the new releases that were worth the shit. Take him back to his apartment. He had a damn computer with the little disc injector, decryptor.
Nice.
And he would burn like CDs and just take them back the next day. Oh yeah, these were great. These big copies, and take them back up to freaking Hateville outside of Atlanta.
Yeah, I've bootlegged my fair share of movies. The first movie I ever bootlegged is Avatar.
Oh.
Ironically, the one like huge movie you need to see in 3D or in theaters, I fucking bootlegged it on a laptop, and that was the only time I watched it. But after that, I started bootlegging everything, and after a while, though, I got a letter from Comcast saying like, cease and desist. If you download too much shit, they would you'll see your data rates, and they would send you a letter, a warning saying that it could get canceled. But you got to be careful what you download. And I learned that if you download it, make a copy of it on a hard drive, delete it immediately so they don't see. But I still have a hard drive with like a few dozen movies on there.
Yeah, I remember, again, another, guess how old I am, back when LimeWire was out.
Yeah,
this is early 2000, I think 2004. And then there was this lawsuit where this one person downloaded just thousands of hours of music. And and you download it, or you go to the website. It wasn't a download. There was no app back then. You went to the website, and it would somehow had the songs. You start downloading them or whatever. It loaded, of course, it loaded your computer with viruses.
Yeah, you're going to get some viruses.
But
you got to be diligent with Xing out those pop-ups really quick.
Yeah. Download. Man. But, yeah, there was a lawsuit, and they said this person owed it was something ridiculous, like $10 million in fees that artists would have gotten. I think that was when LimeWire sort of crashed because the big website, and they were like,
yeah.
Once I found out it wasn't like a legit service.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, I don't need...
Well, yeah, like Napster, MP3.com, all that. Yeah, it's not legit, but it's... You still get what you came for, though. Yeah, I did the same thing, but like I said, that person got caught because of their data usage. They download millions they download millions of times more songs than what everybody else is downloading. They're gonna, like, some people are gonna catch you.
Yeah.
They're not gonna catch like the other thousands of people downloading maybe a few albums a week or
whatever. A couple songs, making mixtapes.
But now you don't even need to use BitTorrent sites. You can just YouTube it. If you really want it on CD or download it, you can YouTube to MP3 it on the website. You just copy the link from YouTube and then MP3 it. Have you ever done that?
No.
You could just get anything from YouTube and download it as a video or audio file. So, like, you don't even need BitTorrent illegal downloading. I guess maybe it's a thing of the past, but I guess people still kind of download movies. I actually haven't gotten into it lately. I haven't downloaded anything illegally in like over 10 years.
Yeah,
over 15 years probably.
Yeah, like I said, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but it's changed so much now because of streaming, and the streaming has gotten bigger and bigger to where you're gonna want to see shows on there because you're not gonna see them anywhere else.
And I mean, that's, if you think about it, because, well, my degree, associate's degree, I had to quit before the bachelor's, but was telecommunication engineering. And I mean, just to think that I could hit a little button on the remote, or now they got the fucking glasses where you can just talk to shit, and you could. It's just crazy that you could just sit there and say, "Hey, so and so, Alexa, play me." I mean, whatever the movie is, or "Hey, Google, play me this movie," and it's just immediately from a database. Because I mean, database building. I mean, massive like warehouse-sized databases like Facebook, Google, Netflix is a huge thing. I mean, like almost. I know one large one is about $5 billion to build, and then they were just popping up all over the place. But just to say, hey, so-and-so, hey, Google, play this movie. And then within a matter of seconds, a couple of spins of the wheel, it just starts, and it's a seamless movie. Yeah. I mean, to just call up and have information flow, that amount of information flow that fast. I mean, it'll be almost 4K quality. You're just sitting there. Fuck this. Instead of having to rewind the movie, take it out, rewind it,
certainly
all this other crap. You just, screw this.
Yeah.
Stop. Play the next.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, that is.
Back in my day, Netflix only came in the mail. Amazon only sold books. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, it was just Kindle.
My mom would be ordering books all the fucking time from Amazon. But now you can buy anything on there.
I mean, it went from books. I remember that. I bought like school books off Amazon. That's all it was. And then products. To Whole Foods. They bought a Whole Foods. Yeah. And then now they're in the pharmacy. Have you seen the commercials for... That's been a couple of years they've been working on that. I guess it's permitting and shit. But yeah, now there's Amazon Pharmacy.
I need to look into that. I've noticed lots of the food and grocery stuff, it's cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's my only enticement to start ordering groceries from Amazon. It's all a little bit cheaper, and it kind of makes me want it. But
well, it puts you right in the hands of. I mean, let's say if it's tomatoes or something. I mean, you put you right in the hands of a tomato farmer instead of going. So it's able you're more streamlined to. The actual individual sort of cuts out delivery to distribution to store, and then I mean that's exactly 3 markups right there. So you're probably 30% higher than what it was originally sold for, if not higher.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos. God bless you. You
bastard. Oh. Jamie, Google. I wish we had a Jamie, because this would be.
Jamie, you got it.
There is a song. I was on a listen. We've got satellite radio, and there is a song about Jeff Bezos.
Really?
Maybe I could look it up on
like
the phone.
a Weird Al song? Because
I mean, it's like a minute and a half, but it talks like, "Oh, you fucking rule." Oh, I mean, it's like a. It was the weirdest song, but there's TikTok radio on Sirius XM, Channel 4, and yeah, it was a song about a minute and a half song. Hold on, I'm gonna have to.
So TikTok radio, they play songs that people made on TikTok.
What is the song about Jeff Bezos called? Oh, come on, you rat bastard. And that shit. Something went wrong. Yeah. You.
It all went
Anyways.
wrong.
But look it up. Google. It's like Bezos Eye or something like that. I mean, it's just. I was like, what the fuck am I even listening to?
So it's like a parody or a comedy song.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love those. Like Weird Al. I love Weird Al songs.
Oh, yeah. Weird Al. I used to have a couple of his. I bought a couple of his albums.
Yeah.
There's an old movie. If you love old classic, like just like slapstick type comedy movies, I love Leslie Nielsen, the Charlie Sheen. He's had a bunch of them. Lloyd Bridges and stuff like that. Weird Al Yankovic, and it was who else was in it? Remember Kramer from Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Michael Richards, he's in it too. And he's, of course, goofy. But I think this is before Seinfeld. This is like late 80s.
Even bigger deal.
Yeah, it's called UHF. Google it, UHF. But if you love, like, little...
Yeah.
They had this, he was doing this, he bought this late-night radio station. Of course, back in my day, they had a TV show that would pump through this UHF, which is ultra-high frequency. Back in the day, there was two knobs on the TV. One was 1 through 12 because you 12 main frequencies or channels. And then they had the little sub knob at the bottom, and it clicked too. So, but those are usually the cheap channels, like the local broadcasting.
Yeah, the antenna channels.
Yeah, so he had a show, and he was trying to keep the station alive. And then Michael Richards out there, and they had these kids, who wants to drink from the fire cannon? Blows the fucking kid.
Sweet.
Blows the kid across the across the room. There was a commercial, Spatula City. One of the commercials they had was like, "Are you tired of sloppy funerals?" And it's showing this graveyard with like arms sticking out. Where we give you a clean burial.
That's good. Yeah, Weird Al's the shit. I've always loved Weird Al. Did you know in the 90s he was gonna make a song about Princess Diana running from the paparazzi, but he decided not to.
Before or after? Or
Before.
Yeah.
So that would have been very awkward. That song would have been like banned across the world if he did it.
Oh, yeah.
Did Princess Diana died. Apparently that was a big comedy thing, though, her running from the paparazzi and everyone taking a fucking picture. But yeah, I love all the Weird Al parodies, man. That's how I grew up.
Yeah, Amish Paradise.
That and video games.
Oh. Yeah. Especially the 90s, because from 90 to 2000, I was 12. In 1990, I was 78, 80. Yeah, I was 12 in 1990. Obviously 22 in 2000. And, yeah, so video games were huge part of my life.
I love Duck Hunt. And even thinking about this nowadays, like you just plug it into an old crappy TV and it like shoots on the screen. Like, how does it do that?
Yeah,
That's great. That's still a very impressive piece of technology to me.
Actually, now that you mention it like that, it really was, because nothing else.
Nothing like it back in the day, except the big ass arcade games.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was huge too. Super Nintendo represent.
I started out with an Atari.
Yeah, that was the first one ever.
I had an Atari as a kid. I remember in 1985, Nintendo came out, and my cousin came up from Florida and brought a Nintendo with her, Super Mario's. I was there, fucking hooked on this shit, and and just went from there. I had a Sega, but then I went to PlayStation. I didn't go Xbox.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'm a big PlayStation fan.
I played my cousin's Sega Genesis like all the time, but the first console I got from my parents was the PlayStation. So that was still revolutionary.
But I remember Nintendo. You put the damn disc in there and you go.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it wouldn't save. You were like Contra, or actually, we were talking about Mike Tyson earlier. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You're about 3/4 of the way. You're to the Arabian dude, and then the shit just locks up, and you, god damn it, you gotta open it up,
dude. Remember
and start all the way over.
Remember the memory cards? You would have to go buy a card to be able to save your game.
Yeah. Because it went right up under the damn.
That takes me back, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Need for Speed.
Oh yeah,
was a good one. I love racing games and war. That was a big war game.
Nice.
I mean,
but video games they're getting huge, even bigger now. Everyone loves a good video game.
You play Fortnite? #Fortnite.
No, but it seems like everyone else does.
Oh yeah,
literally everyone else plays Fortnite.
I play the shit out of it.
I don't know anything about it.
It's good. I love that game. It's awesome. I mean, I know some people are like, oh, what are you, like 7? I was like, man, fuck off.
That's what
I was like, man, this is the shit.
That's what my mom would say when I'm playing video games, like in my 20s. Like, lots of the older generation kind of doesn't understand. Like the people who grew up with video games are still playing them. It's not necessarily a child thing. And besides, my parents play the fucking Candy Crush on their phone like all the fucking time.
Yeah,
it's weird now. They're on their phones more than I am at the house.
You're like, come on!
Hey, no
come on!
Oh, man.
Yeah, I used to damn. Yeah, but Fortnite, I mean, it keeps improving. They're bringing on, it's really cool. But the person was like, oh, are you like a child? Why don't you play, Call of Duty? Which is cool too, but
that's another big one for like online multiplayer.
Yeah,
that was probably the first online multiplayer I ever did, and it's intense, man.
Yeah,
it's intense. It's kind of stressful to me, keeping up. It's like
I just love the fact, and I think here's what my vision is of where I think video games are going to go. So right now there's a preloaded map, right?
Yeah.
And you all parachute into this. And anything that's breakable is breakable for each one. And they just load these people in. But I can see your character in real time. Almost like real running. And this is like for most of them too. Because, that's just how advanced the games are. So we have the technology now to put a person into a preloaded stage. Whether it's their character, whatever character, or however advanced we get. So I just see it at some point, and I think I might have mentioned before, I just see, it's gonna be almost look like it's gonna be hard to distinguish.
A real landscape.
Yeah, it's gonna look like just a real landscape. and then look like a real person. You're going to be like, oh, this is my picture. This is my avatar. And it's going to look almost hard to distinguish between the game. But, I mean, because we already have the ability to put whatever you create, that avatar, into this preloaded thing. And then the preloaded system is just in a database somewhere. It's not coming from you. So it's a lot more efficient to put you into this rather than... So having this one platform, I just think it's going to become almost indistinguishable. Where, let's say like the Army or the Navy or something, you can almost like put on like a helmet and a visor and practice war. Or, I mean, I always go to war. I don't know what the fuck, but you'd be able to practice like a real life war and running and doing shit.
Yeah, I give it maybe 20 years,
yeah,
maybe 30 years. But yeah, it's going to grow into
where our Army is just training with goggles
VR
on.
Stuff. Yeah, it's very cool. Probably.
Yeah. Well, in another reality, we would have 1 to 2,000, and that's our goal. Please help it happen. 1 to 2,000 subscribers. People need to hear what we're talking about, if you're still listening. And if not, tell us about it. Tell us why not, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.